He's like the pet for the whole street, to be honest. And that's probably half his charm, is that everyone has a relationship with Mog.
Such a people cat. Most cats are like nasty. Do you know what I mean? But he's so lovely.
I just like the fact there's quite like a community cat. I'll have conversations with loads of people about him without even knowing his name or who owns him and stuff.
People come to see him, he's like a sightseeing thing.
He's so chilled, he loves people, he loves seeing people.
I feel like he brought the community together, just especially with the Instagram page.
I mean, I'm from Instagram. He's got the cutest little Instagram. We just see him walking around white ladies.
If people saw him around the area, they could tag him and we could kind of track where he was.
And that's when he became famous, is when at lockdown, when he just was on like White Ladies Road every day, going to all the local businesses.
Like, we introduce ourselves by saying we're Mog's parents. Like, people don't know our names.
No, but we do stand out with my hair, and you know, we're
just trying to show off your hair.
Yes, of course, but you know.
So his Instagram took off when Best of Bristol posted him sat at Spiny Lobster in the queue, social distancing.
Yes.
And that got about 15,000 likes, I think.
Daily, every day. He's here. He's normally early morning and then again in the afternoon. I think we have a symbiotic relationship. The customers like to see him and he's here for the fish. Yeah. There you go, little friend. Oh. Dude, it's not exactly an advert for my fish, is it? And interestingly, he doesn't like... I've tried him all sorts of posh fish, red mullet, monkfish and all that, scallops, crabs. He doesn't like any of that. He just likes the salmon. That's it.
Trade wing, give him oat milk.
He's got his own bowl in trade wing.
Yeah.
With
Moggy
on it.
He prefers oat milk than normal milk, which doesn't make sense to me because he's definitely not, vegan. After we reopened, after the first lockdown, he was coming every day. I was a little bit surprised, to be fair. We always have loads of dogs here, but that was just cat walking in.
The veg shop as well. So he'll go and sit up on the counter in the veg shop.
He like comes in and then like sussers out all the fruit and stuff, kind of like walks around, sees everything.
And he'll sit under the till and chill out with me, and then he'll bugger off again.
I feel like when I take him out, he gets a bit annoyed and then like goes like, okay, I'll try and find somewhere else.
He basically thinks that he owns this place. Probably he thinks that he owns fish shop and anything else as well, but yeah. But he's lovely as well. He can be lovely.
And he gets given some catnip at the pet shop on...
He does.
We try not to let him in that much because he is kind of crazy for catnip a lot of the time.
And we get a lot of dogs in here as well.
Yeah.
Mog's just a bit
Mog
of a bully.
scares the absolute out of other dogs.
Dogs don't like him. And he doesn't back down.
As soon as he sees one, he's just like... It's off. Like, he will literally just like... He will stand his ground.
We've seen him on White Ladies and dogs walk past and he's sat there like looking at them like, you peasants.
Yeah.
Like, you smell like dog. That's probably why he eats all the dog food in the supermarkets.
He has a taste for dog
We
food.
think he's probably trying to take down the dog race because he's slowly getting through every bag of dog food.
Yeah, it's like a
in the
feud thing.
supermarket.
He probably doesn't enjoy the food.
Charlie's a love-hate relationship.
It was his place first, really, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
so there's a wall by the Monton Road sign, which is Charlie's wall.
It's called
It
Charlie's
will
Wall.
never be called anything else apart from Charlie's wall, because that's where he sits in the sun and he basks and has an amazing time, and he knows when the school kids come out and he'll walk up and down ready for strokes and everything. And then Big Bully Mog came to the neighbourhood.
I've broken up a few fights. I come outside and literally just and then Charlie gives him those back and I just pick him up, and then everyone's watching and laughing. I'm like, you're coming home, and he's just like, uh-oh, Daddy's found me. We probably have to go out and find him quite a lot.
The most recent adventure was to Henleys. Found out he did about 3 miles in about 6 hours. And in the morning, he's just sat on this road, drove out, and we found him sat there, just
sat on the side,
chilling. He's like,
hello,
how
humans,
did
you're
you
here."
find me, humans?
He gets very confused when we can find him.
But the reason we can find him now is because we've got his tracker, which has been a lifesaver. It's just peace of mind. Although mainly we see he's just sat in supermarkets, or there are a few houses we know he goes to and he loves sitting there.
Like, he used to sleep on the bed every day, and like he hasn't slept on the bed or sat on my lap. So when he sits on my lap, I'm like, Lucy,
he's on my lap.
He's on my lap. And then I will literally hold in a wee for like 4 hours. So I'm like, I can't move. I can't move. He's got so much to give that he wants to give it to everybody. And I mean everybody.
He's just such a character.
I think he definitely made us feel a bit at home, because when we moved over here, we obviously had to leave our cat in South Africa. It was like having a pet at the cafe.
And I've had so many stories where they've said that I've genuinely had a really awful day, like want to cry my eyes out, and he's just cheered me up. And I don't think you realise how genuinely happy he makes me.
He touched our lives in a good way. So
it's staggering to think how many people's lives
he
impacts and touched. And like, there's only a few cats in the world like him. The fact that he's been able to do what he wants to do, he's had the fullest life. Yeah, it's nuts. He is incredible. I love him. Bless him.